My name is Scott Hogan. My business is SaltWraps. So I like to say it's a therapeutic sports nutrition company. We sell supplements, fitness products, digital courses, books, and a little bit of merchandise. But it's mostly a content-based business around sports nutrition. I've been a solopreneur since I started this. I came from a background of a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of big companies, some good, some bad. And when I left there and started my own company, I decided I wanted to develop a routine and a lifestyle where I could run a business by myself. And I did that successfully for quite a while, but reached a kind of a tipping point where it was just beyond my ability to responsibly manage the day-to-day operations of business, work on growth, strategy, marketing, the stuff I enjoy like product development. It just got to where I would have to work nights and weekends nonstop and still not be able to catch up. So even with hiring freelancers and agencies, I kind of maxed out what I think is possible in terms of solopreneurship. So, I know a lot of companies that move toward hiring an integrator or operator. They have a baseline team in place. I had none of that. So when I started SaltWrap, I had a different vision than I have now. So now I've realized to get to the next level, it's going to be a transition to building a team, developing more of a structure, and extricating myself from it. I would say the biggest win for me is, I don't know, this is more philosophical, but just seeing myself more as somebody that's above and kind of organizing and strategizing and looking forward. Whereas before I saw myself more as a player, in player mode of product development management and management of campaigns, writing copy. Those are things that got me to where I am now. So I think my biggest win is just realizing that what got me to here is not going to be what gets me to the next step. I keep trying to do this. Eventually, entropy happens and things fall apart. So my biggest win is just realizing to continue doing this, not just to scale and grow, but to continue doing this, I have to pull myself out of operations, build a team, and kind of transition to being a CEO rather than just a solopreneur. One of the things I wanted in this hire was somebody who can own a process and own their role. And that's a necessity because of how many things we have going. Having someone who's, let's say lower level that requires a lot of management wouldn't make sense here. So she's been great, and that's the kind of person she is, where I say, here's a system or here's a process. You're the owner. We talk about it. I give her all the tools. She consumes the entire database from a software program, if that's what it is. And then it's kind of her baby going forward. So her ability to just own things and then it's off my plate one chunk at a time, I think that's the key. And that'll probably be the key for the next 6 months in that role. I'd say, trust the process and trust the plan, and you can't do everything yourself. And even though I know that about myself, sometimes you don't even realize that you're still trying to do everything yourself. So having that third party, an objective outsider to kind of set yourself against, I think is really key, especially in a solopreneur or really small business where much of the decision and strategy stuff comes from you. Yeah, you guys have been great. I would say the coaching aspect was really unexpected. I was more focused on the hiring funnel and getting the right person in the right seat, but I was really pleasantly surprised with the coaching. I've been through a lot of coaching, and I think that honestly might justify the price in itself. So yeah, that part was really value added for me.